We have been seeing so many homes. Now is the time we want to make a move. Let's make a first offer. What's the first question? How much do we pay? When do we close? How much deposit we're putting in? Yes, let's talk about the first offer. This is Jennifer Zhang from House Sigma. The typical condition for freehold would be one, mortgage, right? Financial condition for the buyer. For example, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days, depends on the buyer's condition. So the buyer usually want to be firm exactly against this house, against this deal, the purchase price. They want the bank approve their mortgage. So they are 100% sure they are going to get the mortgage for this house. So those are financial condition. So the second typical condition is house inspection. So the buyer want to know, is this house exactly the condition is what we have seen, right? Any concerns, what's going on? So they pull in the professional house inspectors to practice its house inspection, usually on the roof, basement, foundation, exterior, interior. So the checking all the appliances conditions to see, hey, is this condition I'm acceptable, right? So then we can move ahead to close the deal. So that's the time to firm up the deal. For example, I have a first-time home buyer. Her question is, say, you know what, Jennifer, I'm really sure I already got the pre-approval, my mortgage for a certain value of house. I have no problem. So let's go with the firm offer. And after we speak, then we still talk about, say, you know what, Jennifer, tell me, what if 1%, even 0.1% possibility that my mortgage is not really approved against this house, can I still get my deposit back, right? So my answer is, if you still have that concern, you're not 100% sure, or your mortgage broker doesn't give you 100% sure for that, please do not go with the firm offer, because you're putting your deposit at risk, right? So every penny count. Usually deposit is 5% of the purchase price. Is a big amount of money. Do not risk. Sounds very simple, straightforward for the buyer. Let's make sure everything, right? But sometimes it's always coming to the dilemma, because on the market for so much, for as of today, so much listing available, but always only 10 to 20% of house are in good condition, that within the budget, majority of the buyer like those top 10, 20%. In that situation, people making offers against those ideal house for them. So coming back to here, then when you're competing to other buyers, on the other side, the seller would be favoring for the firm offer, because you understand, if you are the seller, you don't want really any condition, because within this time frame, that if it's not firm up, they said, oh, sorry, my bank didn't approve my mortgage. What happened is the house has to go back to the market, get potential buyers coming in, review the house, and try to get offer again. So that's very stressful for seller, time wasting, and also could be a kind of question for other buyers, say, why is fall through? Is there anything wrong with the house, right? So that's always a dilemma. So bear that in mind. So if you are similar offer, you may get a cheaper and better price if you go in with a firm offer. So what is deposit? So the deposit is the money that you're putting in, is assurance that the buyer is serious about the deal, and they working towards closing the deal, purchasing the property, purchasing the home for them, right? So you can walk in with conditional or with firm. So typically the deposit will be 5% of the purchase price, and also come with the offer, or has to be deposited in within 24 hours. So what this means is, for example, if you're firm, so this 5% will be contribute towards your down payment at the closing time. If it's conditional, at your conditional time period for 5 days, 2 days, 10 days. If you are not satisfied with the home, or kind of your financial situation is not being satisfied by the bank, so you can give notice to the seller, say, you know what, I back off, so I'm not going to purchase this house. In this situation, so your deposit will be returned in full back to you, because you walk in with a you walk in with a conditional situation. First offer being accepted, lucky you. So happy you are about to be a homeowner very soon, waiting for the closing time, try to get everything lined up. So we are going to talk about other things you need to take care of between you get your offer accepted, firmed up, until closing. See you in my next video. This is Jennifer Zhang from House Sigma.